is indeed home to the 2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers. It is also the home field for the USF Bulls and a clash that we have in store today. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Horned Frogs will kick it off to get us underway. And he's going to run it back. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense set on first down. He's going to pass, trying to get to it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. They'll try the run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air, it's Hatchett. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, he wants it all. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Looking for room. It's Peppers. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Trying to pound it in. And he's knocked down.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
No hesitation from this Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, that's so frustrating as a defense. You get him to 4th and goal. The quarterback's under center. You got a good chance. You know what he's doing, but they just get enough push up front. Quarterback finds a little bit of a crease, and the ball crosses the plane, and they get the touchdown on 4th and goal.
He's going to bring it out from deep. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Hatchett. Finds a man in the middle. Right down the gut of the field. The 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, USF. Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game. And it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And David, how they end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heel.
Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Number 20 in the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
TCU 14, South Florida 7.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. 2nd down coming up.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Hatchett. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Bulls will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a move. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 7.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To the ground with the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, running back on the move. Across the 25, he's got room. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. TCU 14, South Florida 7.
And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. On the move, it's Peppers. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
The Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Third and goal coming up here. They'll run it from the gun. And tackled there by the defense.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. The give to the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Back to throw. It's Hatchett. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Shakes off the tackler. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Try to get it to the edge. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, when the ball's tossed on the perimeter really quickly, you got to take really good angles. When I'm a safety and I'm spinning down, I'm trying to catch that guy. He's
got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulls.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Will send its offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better.
Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Quarterback moving. Going to try to get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
He's looking to throw. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets a block. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Hatchett. Sends it downfield. And that pass is intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bulls will kick it away to crank up the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
The handoff to Johnson. Just ran over it. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Firing to the right, complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, TCU! They take the lead with the 6. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The jet sweep pass. Inside the 35. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hatchett. They're trying to... And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up?
Good teams find ways to win, and bad teams find ways to lose, and that's an example of that right there. You need a touchdown to tie or take the lead here in the second half. You've got a golden opportunity down in the red zone. You just can't put it on the ground. TCU will send its offense back onto the field.
Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, TCU 21, South Florida 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for room. It's Peppers. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice. But this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the... You get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
The Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
That is how you rise to the occasion late in the game. Your defense had to come up big, had to get the offense the football back. They're trailing by a little bit now. Let's go make this thing even more special.
Fights off a defender. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Quarterback will audible. Looking for a man. It's Hatchett. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure, lets it fly. And it's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Florida.
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game. We might be looking at overtime soon.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. He'll call for the fair catch here. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using...
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And he will roll into the end.